when I hear the UFO stuff, there's a part of my brain that's like, don't get suckered into this. This shit's nonsense. There's something that it just feels like if they told me a super volcano was gonna erupt, I believe it. Super volcanoes are definitely real, and there's a historical precedent. They've ruined civilizations. They tell me that there's UFOs, and part of me is just like, I don't fucking believe you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I mean, you know what bothers me about the whole camp is none of these camps like talk to each other.
Right.
It's my camp knows everything.
Isn't that always the case though? That's
Yeah,
the case in the military often, right?
Yeah, I was gonna compare it to special ops. But that guy doesn't know shit. I know. That's kind of how.
When I was really young, I was like 24. I was dating this girl that was she did something in government, and she was explaining to me. So this is pre-internet-ish. Like people didn't have the internet then. This like early 90s, right? And she said that she one of her jobs was to make sure that information that the Navy had received would be available to the Army. So, like, you have to make sure people aren't running redundant tests. Like, we already did this, we'll get you this information. So there was, like, sort of a database in, like, these computer terminals where she could share information. And she had some sort of top clearance. And one day, like, just fucking around, she wrote little green men in the search function. And her computer got shut down, and then people visited her. And they asked her, like, what are you doing? Like, why'd you look this up? Like, what is this all about? And I think she wound up either getting fired or transferred to some other position or lost whatever clearance that she had.
Interesting. But I've not heard that one.
When I was young, I was like, wow, aliens were real. But as an older man, now looking back on it, I go, well, maybe what she was doing was inappropriate for her job. Like, maybe what she was doing was demonstrating that she couldn't be trusted because she's doing something that's not, there was no request to look up little green men.
Yeah.
It was like, she did it on her own. Like,
is this 100% factual?
Hard to tell.
It's
hard
just,
to tell. This was a girl I dated. I don't really know.
Oh, you dated her?
Yeah, I dated her. Yeah. This is, yeah, like I said, early 90s, I was living in New York. I had actually dated her in Boston, then we met up again in New York a couple of years later. So she was telling me about her job, and then she was telling me, like, check this out.
I shouldn't be telling you this, but
because back then I was all in on UFOs. I was like, wow, UFOs are real. But as an older man, I look back and go, well, if you have some kid, she was basically my age, she's probably 24 as well,